Well, good afternoon, viewers, and today is Sunday, 25th of February, and it's time for the Sunday afternoon fireside chat here on Knowles Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today we were clearing snow. So I got the car and the truck moved and everything cleared out from underneath it. And there is a video on all the rest of the snow clearing coming out tomorrow. And a little bit down in there. Still got to go through beside the house here yet. Anyway, nice to get all that cleaned up, so a little bit more to do. Anyway, there'll be a video tomorrow on the driveway cleared, and we had a special guest camera person. Anyway, so I'll get to set up in here and then I'll back to John Deere. And then we'll do our weather report. And I almost had a special guest to sit in with me here today on the fireside chat, but they didn't want to be on camera either. It's kind of funny, you know, years ago it would have been me that wouldn't have been want to be on camera, and here I am trying to get people to be on camera. Cameras. Anyway, that's kind of strange how things go. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my gloves, because your hands are cold. Cold hands. There. There now. I'm just going to shut you off for a minute and I'll be back. All right, there we are. Back inside and got the door closed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to fill up my lantern. Yes, sir. Well, once you get your lanterns going, you gotta watch them because once they get hot, they tend to rise in their flame, and then that can cause sooting. So they look pretty good there at the moment. All right, so busy today. Now we'll get weather forecast going here, I guess. So, as we can see, it's nicely sunny and blue sky. It's been like that all day. Yes, sir. That's kind of cool. No wind, though. That's the nice thing. There's no wind at all. So it was good for blowing snow today. So you could be out on a open cab tractor and not get completely covered in snow. There's one fellow there that kind of likes that, I guess. So. Okay, now, what am I doing? Yes, that's what I'm doing. Doing the weather report here. So at the moment we're at -7 Celsius, and that would be a wind chill of -13 Celsius. Southwest wind at 13 kilometers. Like I say, you can barely feel any wind out there today. And it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. 8 mile an hour. Wind chill of 9 degrees. So what's our weather for the week? Weather for the week is 60% of chance of flurries tomorrow. And 0 degrees. And -5 at night Celsius. Tuesday is warming up 4 degrees Celsius. Wednesday is 9 degrees Celsius. Thursday 7 degrees Celsius. And then we're back into -11 on Thursday night with snow. Typical March weather. And we're still in February. And Friday, chance of flurries. Friday morning is March 1st. So, time is moving along, as we all know. So that's that. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, I guess there's some snow moving that I did. Like I say, there'll be a video tomorrow of clearing the driveway. The John Deere did all the work today. The case was the first tractor out, but I just moved it out, took out the John Deere, put the case back in. So, yeah, the John Deere did have a little malfunction, but it's nothing too serious, that's for sure. The shear bolt went right there, and it never hit anything. It just broke, and you should change your shear bolts every now and again because they will get weak. And I was going to change that one, and of course I forgot. But anyway, it's not hard to change. I keep one on the tractor. I think I probably showed that in the next video, but anyway, there's where I keep one. So if I'm off location, I have one with me. And that's not too often that happens. Anyway, she worked good today. Worked great. Yeah. So, son was over today also, and grandson, and a little bit of goings on there, and son and I kind of had a look at the box here, and he remembered that, and this would be, like I say, almost, we've had this tractor for 19 years, so it's anywhere from 17 to 18 years ago, that he remembers us changing this box off of that mowing deck that's hanging on the wall. And I can't remember why we did that, but I do kind of remember changing it after he mentioned it. Anyway, we'll get into this again someday. We kind of got an idea as to what we might do, and we'll see about that, I guess. So we'll leave it at that for now. I do have an MF7 manual that has this mowing deck in it with all the parts listed. And we looked up a couple of parts and there was no parts, which I kind of figured anyway. So now I'll see if I can set you up here and we'll see how that goes today. There now. All right, so just remember, don't be looking at those there. I know you'll zoom in on it, but don't do that. All right, so I got hardly any kindling here now. And I think maybe I'm going to put the remote mic in and see if that maybe helps. If I sit over there with the thing here, it may be too far away. So just hang on a second. All right, we're going to plug her in here and we'll see what happens. There now. Look at that. It's on. Doesn't mean it's working, but it's on. Okay, so we're up to 12 minutes already. So, boy, time goes quick. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of getting low on kindling here, so I got to get that fixed up. And I need to put a little bit of wood in. And I figured that I'm going to run out here. But I do have wood outside, so it's not a big deal. I don't know if I'm making extra noise with that thing or not. There now. Let's see, I think that thing is, I'm trying to put you in a different spot. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Nope, that's not good either. There. See what that does. All right, so there we go. Like I say, today is Sunday. It's a nice day. And I think I'm kind of behind on my looking at YouTube videos that I like to watch. Well, there's a lot of great channels to watch, and it takes time to watch them all. I've got to catch up on a few. So. Now, I kind of run out of things to talk about, just like that. Yeah, so the sun and I figure that that's not going to be quite enough wood. It might get me through, it might not, I think. But anyway, we'll be back into the stacking and piling again. I think I'll probably take some of that Fiona wood that I cut up last summer. It's been cut and split and stacked since October, I'd say. So by next September or so, it should be ready to use. But I'll probably start stacking sooner than that. I like kind of getting a head start on it. So I'll probably take some here in June and get the corner cleaned out and start stacking again for next winter. And just a little bit at a time, and then it gets done, and you don't have to be rushing at it. Because I'm going to be back into wood cutting here. There's still another pile of wood there to cut. I think there's probably 6 cords there of 8-foot length hardwood, so I got to get into cutting that. So that's the thing to get started at soon as we can, I guess. And this year I got to fix up my trailer. That's what I was going to do last year, but because of the Fiona wood, that just took up all my time pretty well. So I've got to get a new floor put in my trailer, a new wooden floor. I'm going to check over and adjust the brakes and check the wheel bearings. And it would be real nice to give it a paint job and get it inspected. So, oh, and we might put a couple of extra supports in the trailer bed to hold the wood up. Just not that many there. It's only a light rated trailer. It's only good for, what was it good for? 3,600 pounds, yeah. So it was an economy model trailer. It looks like it should hold a lot of weight, but it's not. It's built like a 7,000 pound trailer, but it's only rated as a 5,000. So when you take off the weight of the trailer, so the weight I think was 1350, I think. So you can carry 3,650. That gives you your 5,000 pounds. So this trailer was built as an economy model. The brakes are even a little bit smaller on it. The spring, the axles are only 2,500 pounds instead of 3,500 pounds. But it's worked great for us. There's no problem with that. We've had it, I guess, over 10 years now. So there's one board that is bad. It's gone through rotten. there's another one starting, so might as well just take them all out and replace them all. That's what we're going to do this spring, hopefully. And so, wood don't last forever, I guess, and it's always outside. We did treat it 2 or 3 or more times than that. I treated it with stuff you'd buy at the hardware store, and I'd treat it with stuff from the garage here. I won't say what it was, but it was treated. And anyway, it still rots out, and that's just the way that goes. So we have to find somebody that has a sawmill and get that sawed up this year and put that in. And just give the trailer a little check over for stuff. All the wiring should be good because we did all the wiring in it 2 or 3 years ago, and it was all fairly heavy stuff that we put in, so it all still works good. So I don't think we'll have to do anything with it. I may have to get a new battery for the emergency brake thing. Just makes you wonder about that, though. With them little tiny batteries, they're probably $50 or $60 now, and they don't last. You might get a year of them, They're terrible, them things. Anyway, that's the way that is. So that is on the agenda for this spring, is get my trailer fixed up. And what else? Oh, I'm sure there's a million other things I could be doing. The wood, trailer, it's a good thing to maybe clean up some of the junk that's around. And I may start splitting up that old wood that we've had sitting there over at my son's place. That I did split up some of it this year and took it home, and I've been burning it. So I should split up some of that again and get it gone. A lot of it's starting to go bad. And what else do we have over there? We've still got a good pile of kindling. I still have some slabs here yet to cut up for kindling, so there's a good pile of, I should say, slabs over there, not kindling, but that's what it's going to end up being, is kindling. If you're looking to use good kindling, would be that white poplar wood, if you can get it to dry. But it splits easy if you're just using the hatchet, like what I do, or I use the electric splitter sometimes. But it's great for kindling if you can get it split up and get it dried. It burns pretty quick. Splits easy. Smelly as can be, though. Holy cats, it's smelly old wood. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. So, the leaking beeping chainsaw is still there, Mike? And it's still leaking. I bought a gallon of lamp oil the other day. So the lamps, I guess, probably within the next little bit, or I probably won't be turning them on as much. That's kind of fun in the wintertime when it's dark and stuff. But I always like lanterns. The other thing I guess I could discuss would be, it's hard to say how this Sunday afternoon fireside chat is going to go as we get into warmer weather and nicer weather. So we're not going to be having fires. And on the nice days of Sunday, there may still be a Sunday chat, I guess, but there may not be because of the weather. I could be out cutting wood or cutting grass or something like that. We'll try and continue to do something, and it will still continue for a couple of months yet, but there will come a time where it may not happen on Sunday afternoons. So anyway, that's just the way that goes too. So let's go and have a look at how much time is left. And we don't want to go over our 30 minutes if we can help it, so the thing quits on me. What are we at here? 24 minutes. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get you over to the sticker board here. No, I haven't got any stickers today either. That kind of has slowed down, so. And I expected that, so that's just the way that goes. Anyway, there's all in good channels. Look at that. Oh, Grampy's Workshop. I was a little bit late getting to see that one, but he was making a new tabletop there, so that's a pretty good video to go watch. He's got it all set up and has his computer on it now. Mike is quite a carpenter, Mike is. Yes, sir. The orange was my new green. Luke. Haven't seen anything from Luke. I guess probably he hasn't got any snow. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be into the spring things pretty soon. And Grampy's Workshop again. And Murphy Mowers, he had a little tractor on there today. I think it was a Sears. And it's not something that he really wants, but what he wanted off it was the rear wheels. The rear wheels are the narrow wheels for the 6/12 tires. 6 wide, 12 high, or 12 diameter wheel. So he was kind of interested in those wheels. And they are hard to get. I've only got one tractor that has a set of those on it. But some of the tractors came with those. Cub Cadets came with those, and in the early years, and then they started getting into the 850 by 12 tires and the 1050 by 12 tires, and kind of moved away from the 6/12 tires. But and then on some mowers, the 6/12 tires and the narrow front tires were the economy version. I think Massey Ferguson had some of that. They had the small tires. Anyway, that's what Lee was up to. Len is always keeping busy, that's for sure. He's back at his tower building there. You should have a look at that. He's in the middle of building this one over here again. So he's right at that. And Garden Tractor Boy, he put a carburetor on his Boland's tractor yesterday there on the video I saw. And there's Boulder Bob. And in the backyard with Dell. And then we have Brock with Lewis Mowers and Boats. And Brock was into his own personal ATV there. I watched yesterday. That's a few day old video, but it scored up the piston and cylinder on him, so he had to take it all apart, and he's got all new parts for it. He had the case apart and had a bunch of stuff done to it there the other day, so he's still waiting for parts to get it all back together. That's an interesting thing to watch. Again, as I said to Brock, I said he always says that it's just nuts and bolts at the end of all his videos. And I said, there's too many nuts and bolts for this fella. Oh dear. Anyway, and Mike really likes my leaking deeping chainsaw. Anyway, Mike had a video on there on his heated coat. And I think there's heated gloves. And they're all hooked up so that he could plug them into his Kubota tractor and his ATV and his motorcycle. So it all runs off 12 volts. So that's kind of slick, isn't it? Yeah. Dave has got his Sunday video out, but I didn't get to watch that yet. And Kenny said I got all snow yesterday, and Kenny says he got all rain. So lucky Kenny, he didn't have to go out on the snowplow. Yeah. And then Mr. Gary, I think he was saying he had all rain too over there. There we go. I even watching the timer, I ended up going over it and it shut off on me. Oh dear. Anyway, and Retired for Life, he's got a video out too, but I haven't seen that yet. I think it was something about finding something in the woods that he had lost. And Rick and Donita still splitting wood. Got a great big load of pine straw in there on the video I saw today. So they're going to be busy. And Rick, I haven't seen anything from Rick yet, but I haven't looked in the last little bit, so he usually has his antique tool video on Sunday afternoon. So it may be there. I just had, like I say, I haven't looked to see what's what with the videos lately here. And then we had Craig's Everyday Projects. Now, Craig was very kind, and it was really quite nice of him to, I don't know if he did it to anybody else, but he picked me out for some reason and sent me a whole bunch of real nice spring pictures while the snowstorm was going on here on Saturday. That was very nice of you, Craig, to do that. Thank you. And Gravely Man, Small Engine Repair. He had a video the other day on the snowblower he's been working on. He got her into a snowbank and she works great now. He did a great job of fixing that up. It's for sale. And Big Sons, I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Big Sons lately. But I'm sure he's into cutting grass mode by now. I'm sure he just loves cutting grass, that Big Sons fellow. The other thing he loves doing is, if you send him a sticker, he'll draw it on his whiteboard. That's pretty neat. He's about the best artist on YouTube, I think. That's what I gather anyway. But he did a great job with the one I sent. And there it is, my sticker. This is the one that Big Son's lawn care. He drew that on his whiteboard and did a great job of that. This fellow here, you just don't know about him some days. But anyhow, there we go. Like I say, I went over the 30 minutes and it shut off, and here I was even watching it. So yeah, there you go. Just makes you wonder how fella gets along some days. Okay, so we're going to cut her off there. And tomorrow is Monday, and tomorrow morning is grocery getting day, so that's my chore for tomorrow morning. So hopefully all of you, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, have a great upcoming week. Goodbye.